What's going on, y'all? Yo, what's good, Dina? So you are pulling for Etienne. Good old,
You often show up unexpectedly.
good old dreamy bird man. Solid pick. Solid pick. So yeah, no, Dina is. Uh, so one solid thing about him, where his crit might seem lower here, he gets 20% crit rate and crit damage in his I1, which does help him push over 58% on his channel attack, which is pretty nice. Um, I still think that he is like, I know I'm gonna make a video because I just made a video about Gutian yesterday. So I'm gonna make a video about him probably tomorrow. I want to make sure that people understand that Gutian is a great pick, and I think that what a lot of people do is that if they can't afford a character, they like to create reasons why they won't, be like, oh well, he's mid, oh well, he's not that great, because they can't pull him. And I want to make sure that people aren't mistaking the fact that they can't pull him instead of trying to just down the character. Like, a lot of people have done that to other characters. Hold on. My bad, that was work. But yeah, a lot of people are saving up for Isolde, which like Isolde's not a bad character. When I say like, you know, it's like, y'all are all going for Isolde. Isolde's an amazing character. It's just that, you know, Getzian is in a weird spot for most people. A lot of people can't afford to get him. Same thing with like Marcus. Like a lot of people are downplaying Marcus because they can't afford to get Marcus with the way that Marcus is in the lineup of characters. And so they're just like, Marcus is like, but like Marcus is like crazy strong. That's just how it be in this gacha streets. Because like I know people are pulling like, some of y'all are pulling back-to-back patches, and it's getting a little hard. Because you pulled 1.6, some of you are pulling at 1.7, some are pulling at 1.8, then you're gonna pull in 1.9. It's gonna be rough.
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
See, I've leveled up quite a few. I don't have enough sharp.
It's so nice to meet you. I've been waiting for so long.
Trying to level up X. So I got 8 of these. I need Is the Solde squishy? No, not really. It's just that she's like, so she's sitting at 9,700 health, which is like pretty average for most characters. She's just more built like a DPS. Like, so like most DPS characters are around there, a little bit below 10k. Of course, you could put like, you could change her resonance out. I put her all into crit, right? But the thing is that where most characters don't take damage from like an intellect DPS, like, I mean, she'll get hit more times than that than anything, but she's not squishy. Like, she's just more aligned with the DPS, like I said. But you can always make adjustments. Like, her defenses are the same as like every other character. So if you run a first stream I'm catching, what do you go to? Yo, man, I'm just doing some CN stuff. 51%. Yeah, that's with her and her Psycube. She's sitting R10, her and her Psycube, she's sitting at so yeah, she's sitting at 63% crit. It's pretty nice. Like with 63, of course, if you have her paired with Tooth Fairy and then another DPS, that helps the Solde out, right? So those who have the baby teeth, like, she'll benefit from it. And then you'll have your DPS. Like, of course, with 63, she'll be fine. Like, just the fact of her doing damage is good. But if you're wanting more, obviously Tooth Fairy would be a pretty decent pairing with her if you're gonna use Isolde as like a sub DPS. Yeah, I posted a video of it. It actually should be live. Yeah, it's live. Yeah, we gotta wait for the PV, which I'm excited for. Very excited for the PV. Get to see what character we're pulling for. I'm hoping, like, don't get me wrong. Compare Isolde's defense with Tooth Fairy, please. If you want me to put it simply, Isolde... Okay, well, so... They do conflict. In a way. Isolde's... When you use it, it will... Once you level it up, level the skill up, it'll be higher. So hers starts at 25 and then goes up to 35 and 50%. Once you use it, it'll overtake Tooth Fairies. Because Tooth Fairies, I think it's 20%. No, 15%. It's 15%, so... but what Tooth Fairy lowers is crit resist, which is the rate at which you crit. But, like... There's a couple of ways you can go about it, okay? Like, I'll be honest, if you have a P2 Tooth Fairy or something like that, and you're using it with the Solde, it will be weird because, like, is Tooth Fairy's baby teeth, like, you're looking at it where you have 100% uptime with it, but then a Solde's debuff completely overtakes the crit resist part, but, I mean the crit defense part, but the crit resist that Tooth Fairy has will still be good because while you'll be hitting harder, you can also crit more. But the crit defense part, yeah, Isolde completely takes it over. But she also gives reality defense with her debuff too, so don't be afraid to use it. Just know that it will override hers. I think I wasted my mats upgrading Joe to 3693, or is it not? No, there's nothing wrong with upgrading her. Now, here's what I will say, okay? When it comes to upgrading characters. I always test my characters at I3 level 1, R10, okay? And I complete content that way. So, what I'll always say is that it is possible at P0, I3 level 1 R10 to complete content with the character. If you want to push them higher, that is totally up to you. Totally up to you. But you can absolutely complete content with just I3 level 1 R10 P0. There have only been a couple of characters like Kakanya, maybe even Ezra, who of course perform better. I upgraded Spathadia because at the time I really loved her. And then 37-6 are trolls. But everybody else, like, is this I3 level 1 ideal, because I upgrade a lot of characters. And with upgrading a lot of characters, I can't put everybody at 60. I just can't. Like, I upgrade every character under the sun. Like, there's just no way. Like, right now, I'm trying to I3 X. So, you know. It's a hard life. But it's not a waste. You can still, like, she's still a very good character to have upgraded. Better than most. But yeah. If you do it for a limited character, like no one will be like, oh bro, that was a terrible decision. Like, she's limited. She's one of the strongest that you will ever come across.
Stop sawing pebbles, Illich. Let me sleep another 5. I used to... Stop sawing pebbles, Illich. Let me sleep another 5.
Let's see. I3X. I just have to do his resonance.
A new accessory. I'm inspired. Thank you. You've been a...
Resonance is my hardest part because, like, I have way too many characters to be upgrading resonance like that. But I got 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 rows of characters that are I3. Let's see, how many more rows do I have that aren't? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have like 6.5 rows left of. So I have pretty much almost half the cast I3. Yeah, the team comes quick. I think people spent so many pulls that they can't even consider him. He's a good character, but like people spent way too many pulls. And he comes like right in front of Isolde, so I understand it. But like him and Isolde, when I make my future of Getian video, because like I said, I wanted to split the video. One have no spoilers, and then one's gonna have hella spoilers. Like, he can be used with her in a team with the DPS and then a healer, and they provide huge benefits together. Especially in like AoE situations. Like, let's say this raid that most people just dominated, like you put together like these two, actually
Greetings.
so he's gonna put the mark on random unit number 42, but with having like that reality heavy team, right, like he's able to get it really quickly,
The bones will tell.
and that's the like main thing. While with Simmel, while she's great, you have to always remember that there's a risk with using her. You're gonna be putting your team in jeopardy by trying to maximize getting her damage dealt buff if you are not prepared for the amount of damage that she takes, because she takes anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 health, all the way up to like about like 60%, and then of course it gets reduced. But like every time she ults, she's taking a big chunk of your health, and then whoever you put the buff on doing that, so you'll have to spend more AP than usual to keep your DPS alive. So you have to be mindful of that too. So like there's not like, while I do prefer Simmel over Getian, there's not perfect situations that make Simmel always better than Getian. Well, Getian is a safer choice when it comes between the two domain expansion units. I'm gonna say that. But let me take Simwise off because she doesn't fit this.
Battery checked.
It's an honor to meet you. I can hear it.
But also with his ult being able to apply like a quick and easy debuff, it's pretty nice.
Barrage.
And he helps apply burn to everybody for a soul day for if you keep his Eureka up. His channeled attack, his passive attack applies burn as well. You can control, like, I mean, you can definitely get away with Simwise with not being so low, but it is a risk. Like, I don't want to lie, it is a risk.
I will be watching you.
Stay away from me.
By the way, Lucy's gonna be getting upgraded.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Once I get the PV for the new characters, I'll probably upgrade Lucy that last week.
Changes.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, I saw Blondie and Lilia. The Kakanya one makes sense. I've been talking to Lyriel about Kakanya, but the Blondie and Lilia was interesting. But they're full crit characters, so like I guess with other characters it allows them to live, because I haven't tried them out fully. I haven't tried them out in some content in a bit.
And shoot.
I gotta get my Blondie to R10. But like, I guess with me, when it comes to other characters, like I have supports that can make anybody look good, and so then I have to ask myself, it's like, is the character good or are the supports just really, really good? Do you get a CN live stream for 2.0? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be a video. I think it's like I said, because they did one for 1.9, they weren't gonna do one for 2.0. They should have done one. They should have got in front of that camera and did one, but they didn't.
What a time to join you.
Music will speak.
The light that illuminates all. Circuit
Confrontation was
properly.
never to my. The bones will tell.
I, robot.
You can always get Gutsy in later. Yes. Someone was saying that you should pull P2 of them and then use a selector for P3, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, Gutsin's cool and all, but ain't no way I'm using the selector on him. You can't clear the whole shot. It's not meant for you to clear the whole shot. The currency carries over, by the way. But no, it's not meant for you to clear the whole shot. Even me with like red across all, it's not meant for you to clear the whole shot. I only get for anniversaries or that one special chapter. Yeah, it's for special stuff. A Knight is S plus now? No,
The light that illuminates
A Knight is not S plus. It's just there's a lot more stuff in there, but it's not meant for us to clear it now.
Music will speak.
But in my future of Gutsy video though, like I will say that what makes Gutsy a hard pick is that if you liked, like, Gutsy is right after 1.6, right before a Soul Day, and then they dropped a free domain character at 1.9, and then so people are just like, oh well, I'll just get Simawise. And so without really thinking about the HP drain, they're just like, well, Simawise looks better, and I like her kit, so I'll just get her. And then they're like, I'll just get Gutsy off of a loss of a 50-50 or another banner or whatever. So like, there's a lot going against him. There's a lot going against him. Yeah, someone was talking about using a select John. I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, you're just supposed to get the gluttony and then whatever else you feel is worth it. But the gluttony is the main thing. Like, I'm gonna be real. Bro, I kind of want a P5 Lucy, like, right now.
Robot, child of science.
I want to see what everyone's been talking about. It's paid. People been talking about it like it's a free selector, but it is a paid. It is definitely paid. Yeah, it's like $30. But people have been like, yeah, man, there's a selector 1.9, selector 1.9. I'm like, guys, that is a paid selector. Like, I've been telling people, it is paid. It is paid. Because even we get power crap in 2.0, you can't really get power crap. He's a true support.
This is not a mistake made by men.
Supports don't really get power crap. Like, 6 isn't power crap. There's just other options to use. There's a difference. Like we still have these discussions about power creep. Power creep is where you can no longer complete content with older characters because the content has been raised in difficulty and the newer characters are that much stronger. There really isn't power creep. There's just characters who just do other things. Being a must pull and no longer being a must pull doesn't mean you get power crap. Like, the game hasn't become hard enough for, like, the fact that I can use older characters to beat this new content means that there's not crazy power creep. Yeah, I might portray my Lucy. But that's true for a lot of characters, though, because, like, so let me ask this, okay? Was there a point of getting Joe if Lucy was just gonna be stronger than her? Because that's the same logic that applies. What's the point of getting Joe, like y'all just did, if Lucy beats her? Like, the same way y'all pulled for Joe copies, you could have just went for Lucy copies. You could have just done Lucy and a Soul Day and won. Or why not? And then you just pull for Windsong, because Windsong beats every other character in raids.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Time to pull out the expensive stuff.
It's quite cool to say there's no power creep just because you can clear content. But what I'm saying is that there's hardly any content that makes you have to pull said character. There are characters that do, yes, vastly more damage. But then if you play the game that way, you'll just end up never pulling.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Like, that, however you want to approach the game is how you want to approach the game. Obviously, Lucy is so strong.
Now,
There was, like, why pull any other DPS?
you must see your true self.
Target confirmed.
Just P5 her, bro. Just P5 Lucy, and then you'll never need anyone else. She'll be your support and your DPS. She can go in the back. Just get just get P5 Lucy at Isolde and you'll beat every content.
I, Robot, child of science.
Bang, bang.
Target confirmed.
This is not a mistake made by man.
What a tragedy.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Soffoca il sangue. Soffoca il sangue. You must see
Yeah, but like what I'm like when I see power creep, and to me and this is coming from a game that maybe it did it really bad. If you look at Tower of Fantasy, what I see as power creep is that
Faraday's mirror.
for the whole first year of characters, if you had that character, and I'm talking whole first year of characters, not standard characters that are also on banners, okay?
Will tell.
Characters that were on banners in Tower of Fantasy, you would have them maxed out and with their matrix, which would be like P5 with a maxed out IQ, and a P0 character with no maxed out IQ would be still stronger than that first year character. To me, that is, in a sense, power creep without necessarily having to pull a unit, where the new characters were so much stronger that you could have a maxed out unit that is ridiculously beating it. Now, while that might be true for some of the standard characters, right? Like Lilia versus Winsong, obviously Winsong has power creeped Lilia. I will say that. Winsong has power creeped Regulus. Yes, Winsong is completely broken. But like between Joe and Black Dwarf, they're not that far off. While Joe is still, yes, stronger. There's no way P5 Black Dwarf is getting outrageously beaten by a P0 Joe. But yes, Joe is really, really strong. But with Lucy, though, Lucy at P0, some of these characters absolutely, like Jessica, her portraits are weak. But like 37's portraits are really strong. But some of these characters are all still first year.
Stay away from me.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Pardon me.
But again, I use for my example a game that did it in the worst of ways. You could say, in my opinion. In the worst of ways, where if I were to go to Tower of Fantasy right now, like if I were to go to it right now, my characters, my account, that was, I guess you could say, a whale account, doesn't compete with a free-to-play. Like, even if we had the same gear and everything, the characters that they have are that much better that they would beat me with millions of damage, and I have maxed out constellations, maxed out matrices, which is their like Psycube equivalent, or like having their weapon, which is why I stopped playing. Like I couldn't keep playing like the game, and I didn't want to ever come back to it. Like you're gonna be always just waiting for new character. But I will agree, like the way R99 is made, Lilia, it doesn't necessarily make people want to summon other characters because they're just gonna P5 for limited characters.
Eliminate target.
It's just up to you if that's how you want to play.
I can use it. I know how to use it. I will be watching you.
Aim and shoot.
People focus on must pull units because they still want to be strong. They don't want to feel like they're wasting pulls.
Circuit
The tones
functioning
will
properly.
tell. The music will speak.
We'll say if you're free to play,
Robot.
I want to make sure that if I'm free to play, I want to make sure that I have always enough for the strongest units. But if you're wanting to play the game on a budget and not pull every character, the game still has that. But like, I won't lie, there are stronger characters, yes. If they made more bosses like Abyss, where in Abyss you Otto did that wrong. In Abyss, you could say it's more or less like harder to complete Abyss with like for Triple S without having 37. It's not that it's not possible, it's just that it's a lot harder to do.
I will be watching you.
Like you could say like that's the most of a like could have created a power creep situation.
Circuit
Now,
functioning.
The tones will tell.
Robot. Child of science.
You must.
A lot of people just play for rewards, which I find quite pointless, which is sort of help me beat content. Yeah, Cocky, but like you found that the game was,
Away from me.
but last we talked, you found that the game was too easy. Like, and in turn, the way that they set it up, like people feel accomplished whenever they beat content, like because you wanted more of a challenge.
A simple case, but
Music will speak.
But like, yeah, I don't.
didn't see that coming, did you?
Aim and shoot.
Which like, I never believed the game to be a super, like, it's just not one of those gachas where like I feel like content is like ridiculously hard. And people feel good. I think the only people who don't feel as accomplished are those who like spent like money and are like, man, everything is so easy. But does that make it bad because people don't want to play a game where they have to bang their head against the wall, though? You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's many ways, but what's the reason? Because you're talking like, because like for me, I feel like in global, like, I don't know. I feel like in global, if you wanted the game to like be better, it's gonna have to have like PvP. It's already a very niche game. I don't see them being able to do like, people in global are wanting game to be caught up. I've seen people want PvP and they want something to do. Like, I don't see a lot being fixed. Okay, but Dota 2 is two completely different games. It's a PvP based MOBA. Like, we can't compare too much of a MOBA to a gacha game. You don't really like games that turns your brain off? But like, I feel like with the gacha, like, I mean, there aren't really a lot of gachas that like force me to really think, because I guess they're gacha games. Like when I think about it, the model falls apart because like with gachas, like once you get that, like if you do a no pull account, or you're restricting yourself, like paying like playing Pokemon with the Nuzlocke or something like that, like I think that's where you can see more. Like I think that's where you can see more. But when you pull characters, like and I'm not speaking for you, Cocky, but like for String Doll or other players who are like, I want more difficult things. Okay, so then why did you, if you want the game to be difficult, why would you pull the limited character? Why would you pull the limited character and then say the game isn't hard enough? And then you'll be like, oh, well, I obviously wanted the limited character. But like, you're pulling characters that are gonna make the game easy for you, if that's truly what you want. Like if you're wanting to make the game a challenge for yourself. There are other people who just like to pull powerful characters and just beat content on auto. Like, I don't understand portraying characters. I don't understand maxing out side cubes. I don't understand where String Doll is wanting to maximize his characters if the game is too easy. Well, but what I'm saying is like, not every game is perfect. Not every game is perfect, but like, I'm also not asking R99 to be perfect. Like I'm not asking R99 to do anything. I'm accepting it as it is. Like, I think that's my thing is that I'm accepting it as it is. If I see an issue, I'll speak on it. But like the way the game is, like, I'm not complaining because like I've told, like, and this is probably the worst way to look at it, but like co-op, yes, they should have included it. They haven't, but it wasn't enough for me to uninstall it. PvP would be cool. They don't have it, but it's not enough to make me not play it. I still enjoy the game. Do I want harder content? Yeah, sure, but I still enjoy the game like as it is. And like, this is just me being a consumer and playing the game. Like, and the thing is that games making changes where a lot of people complain, that's happened, but global doesn't even know where to focus a complaint to do anything. Like, I'm gonna be honest, global sucks at finding an actual thing wrong with the game that needs to be improved. Global sucks. Everything that String Doll says, everything, it's not a collective effort. It's not, no one has gotten together and said anything to even push it. CN is literally the only ones pushing any quality of life. You're not strong enough. No, I'm not saying, like, I know the game's not bad, but like, I guess I don't look for a well, this could be an American thing. Gachas aren't like my main source of playing a game. Like gachas isn't the main type of games I play. Like, if I want to challenge, because I'm gonna be honest, if I want to challenge, I'm gonna play a console game. But I know in other countries they can't buy consoles and they can't buy full price games all the time. And so maybe that's where I come from, where I don't always want this game I play on my phone. Like, I don't want the most challenging game that I have to do a lot to be a game I play on my phone. That's not where I look. And this could just, again, because me as America, like, Tin Lee's even said it, and Tin Lee is in America. Like, bro, if you want that type of challenge, go play a console game, is how our minds are like go play like a game that has that. Because a gacha game is not necessarily where I look for that. But again, Global One has a small voice, but they don't, the community is not even aligned together. Getting i3 is the hardest content in the game. Getting i3 for a free-to-play, I'm not sure how that experience is. Not gonna lie, if I want to challenge, I'm gonna go play Souls like our hardest difficulty survival horror. I'm not looking for a gacha for that. Exactly. I was not born in the US. Okay, sorry. I know you're in the US, but yeah. I don't play games to only collect it. I'm gonna be honest, I play gachas to collect characters. That's why I play gachas. That's the only reason why that is my main goal in playing a gacha, is collecting cool looking anime characters. Like, and maybe I guess is where I differ. Like, that's what they are. They're character collect. Like, I think of a gacha as character collector. That is what a gacha is to me. It's a character collector. It's like, and that's just being like at its base form. Yeah. Like, it's like I collect characters. Games have put me off, and don't get me wrong, String Doll, like, I am very easily satisfied with gacha games. But like, there are also gacha games. Like, I've played a lot of gacha games. I've played a lot of them. If you've been following me, I've played quite a few, and some of them are just mid and or bad. There are some really bad gacha games that can't even satisfy my most basic of needs. I dropped that game, String Doll. That NFT gacha game was terrible. That game was boring, bro. Like, so boring. But like, for me, like, so let me put in perspective, right? Arc Knights. People love Arc Knights. Okay? And yeah, String Doll, that was that train gacha. That one was terrible. So let me talk about Arc Knights, and people who are Arc Knights players are probably won't like what I'm about to say. Arc Knights has if you don't know what is happening in Arknights, it's a really difficult game. And the only people who say it's not are the people who've been playing Arknights. When someone gave this to me, I've shown this to y'all. Someone gave this to me in a way to understand more about Arknights in this Arknights Bible, even though most of this stuff is outdated. But back in the day, a couple years ago, someone said like, all right, bro, this is what you need to get good. And then there was like, oh, here's the farming cheat sheet, and here's all of this. Like, because like I was streaming it and someone's like, bro, why aren't you farming your rocks on 1.7? That's the best place and the best amount of stuff you can get. Dude, why isn't your base set up in the 5.1.1 setup instead of this? I'm like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, what are y'all talking about? What's the name of that NFT train gacha? I cannot remember. I'll have to look up on Bilibili. But like, it's like, there's all of these different mechanics and there's all these different things. Like, I don't play gachas for it. Like, games that I play that I put math to, right, is going to be like Smite. It's going to be games like Elder Scrolls Online, World of Warcraft, Diablo. Games where I have builds and like actually have building, I have other stuff like that. That is stuff where I put math to. I don't put math to gacha games because it's on my phone. Even though I'm playing it on the PC, it's a phone game. I don't put that to it. Like when I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 or Elder Scrolls Online, I'm sitting there doing my rotations, putting in my basic attack. Like for Elder Scrolls Online, I'm doing my rotation. I'm making sure to have light attacks in between each skill, focusing on that, making sure I have the build, make sure I have all my stats and stuff like that. Like that's where I put like all of my time. Yes, I play games that require skill, like I do, but like for gachas, like I go there to relax. Like I go there to relax. Like let me see. Like Wuthering Waves, like Wuthering Waves is cool. It has cool combat, has cool gameplay, but like it's still a gacha game to me, and I don't maybe when they put it on a PlayStation, it'll go to that like that console port, but like I can't, like it's not a game where I'm like, all right, let me play this for a few hours and actually feel completely rewarded, because like it's just not the same to me. Like I classify Wuthering, Genshin, Punishing Gray, or Tower Fantasy as gacha games. They're not like full on console games to me. I enjoy D4. I don't care how much people talk about it. I actually enjoy D4. D4 is a game where I can play it. I can run around in my dungeons. I play it with my wife. I still enjoy it. I'm not asking for the perfect game. When Path of Exiles 2 comes out, I'm gonna buy that too. I like people's complaints on D4. For what I bought it for, it was perfectly fine. I don't play it every day. But like I have right now we're in season 4. I have a Shadow Minion Necro. I run that. I've been trying to gear my character up. He's almost level 90 and everything like that. But like I enjoy it. Well, PoE 2, PoE has a lot of min-maxy stuff. I will agree. It's not everybody's game. It has a lot of min-maxy stuff.
Stop sowing pebbles, Illich. Let me sleep another 5.
Yeah, no, their talent trees are ridiculous. I played Path of Exile for a little bit, and it was cool, but like I'll still get it. Like I've played What game did I just buy? Hold on. I don't think I can see it here. Oh, Remnant 2. I love Remnant 2. I can't see. Yeah, I can't see all of my games. This is only the PC version. But like I love playing like loot games, games with builds, RPGs, like that of this sort are the games I like enjoying. Did I play Raid Shadow Legends? Funny enough, I actually made an account and logged in and played it, but the game is just bad to me. The game is just bad, and it, like I actually gave it a fair shot. I tried playing it for a couple of days. There was like a login thing, but I just could not get into it like at all. There was just nothing that really made it enjoyable. All right, guys, I'm about to portray Lucy. All right. So see, that's P1. Yeah, but I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. You want me to tell you the reason why? Because Lucy's not Kakanya, so I don't care as much about Lucy. Like, and also back when there was Joe, I didn't have a soul day. It did take me a while to portray her. Alright, so she's P1.
It's an honor to meet you.
It was good, Toki. Borderlands, yes, Siberia. I love Borderlands.
I can hear a simple shouting click.
Music will speak.
Flash response to Raid Shadow Legends, the gameplay and gotchas are in this. Yeah, I don't enjoy that game. No, I actually tried. I actually gave the game a fair shot. I did. I'm telling you. I gave it a fair shot, and I was like, all right, let's see what it's all about. And I was thinking, like, so I used random streamer number 37's, like, you know, code, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm about to be showered with rewards. And then I saw they had a shard system. You want to turn me off to your gacha game? Put a shard system in there, bro. I can't stand shard systems because that is the cheapest way to do your game. Because now now I can't summon characters. I'm looking for these shards. It was so whack, bro. Borderlands 2 is okay, so let me talk about what I love for Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 as a game, as a full package of a game, is at the top. Okay? It's at the top. It's at the top. Now, let me talk about what I like about the other games. Okay? The Tiny Tina's game, in terms of builds, was fun because it had the D&D part where I could multi-class. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being able to be 2 classes. That was a really enjoyable experience. Even though it wasn't the best game, I did enjoy that. In Borderlands 3, I hated the Calypso twins. I really didn't like the Calypso twins. Like, I liked the end game for it. Like, I like the end game for Borderlands 3 with the mayhem levels. Even though they did get a little repetitive, but like it still created like some interesting builds. But Borderlands 2 is better than all of them. Borderlands 1, I have it. I have the new version. It doesn't hold up. Cause I played with my wife. We played one. We started 2, and
Confrontation was never to my liking.
should be.
The Bagua drowned on the same brick never
My
knows
wife,
about its changes.
when she went from 1, like we played all the way to 1 and beat it. She played a siren. I played who did I play? Who did I play, babe?
Faraday's miracle.
In Borderlands 1? Did you play the sniper? And I played Lilith? I played a chick, didn't I? I played Lilith and she played Mordecai. We played 2 and she's playing 0 and I'm playing... Who am I playing? I know I didn't go with Gage because Gage is broken. Who am I playing? I don't know who I'm playing. Might be playing Maya. I don't think I'm playing Maya either. Can't remember. No, I don't think I'm playing Maya. I can't remember who I'm playing in 2. Can't remember. But when I originally played the game, like, so when I played on my own playthroughs, Mordecai was the person I mained when I was playing it seriously. In Borderlands 2, I played
Would you care to lie down?
I believe I played Zero. Yes, I played Zero at first because I usually go with sniper characters, and then I moved to Gage, the Necromancer, because Gage is OP. Conference call, bro. Anarchy stack conference call all day. In Borderlands 3, I played Zane. In the pre-sequel, I played Hammerlock because she was broken with her sniper cryomancy. And then in the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game, I honestly built all of them, but I can't even remember all the classes there, but I enjoyed them. I played them all. Yeah, yeah, I had friends who played, like, my friend played Amara in Borderlands 3. Amara was disgusting. Maya was really ridiculous too with her CC and healing. But like, Amara just looked really, like, just really strong, bro.
Casey, close the door. Oh.
Yeah, Gage is the Necromancer. That, like, if you don't know anything about Borderlands, basically she has a robot that, from early all the way up to, I'd say, from early all the way up to in-game, the robot's really good, but then there's, like, in-game plus in Borderlands, and then the robot's not as good. But from early all the way up to in-game, like, into completing the game and doing the UVHM, like, he's good. But if you're going up, further up, then he's not as good. Because all you had to do is summon a robot, no skill required. Oh, it was definitely a no-skill class. Like, when people say that all they play was Necromancer, it's just like, oh, you just like seeing Death Trap take everything out. Like, yeah, obviously, bro. But yeah. Now, if you said you played Salvador, I always assume you must have had some kid who showed you this broken Gunzerker build and had the Norfleet with the unkempt heralds. Yeah, bro, I know my stuff. The Norfleets and unkempt heralds, and you must have seen somebody rocket jumping across the stage and said, you know what, I'm gonna main him because Salvador was broken. I don't know a lot of people who actually picked him and said, yo, bro, he's a really solid character, before everyone like started seeing that one kid who had either something glitched or had everything like kitted out and he was doing ridiculous stuff. Wasn't he OP? He was OP. Like, bro, he makes Lucy seem like if you see all the characters and y'all think like Lucy is broken, that dude was so broken. Makes Lucy look like she's just a regular character, bro. Like, the Gunzerker was, bro, no one could compete, dog. Like, it wasn't even fair when you had someone with the Gunzerker joining your lobby. It was not even like, you might as well just stand still, dog.
Never warns about its changes.
There was nothing you can do. I remember going through what is it? The raid of Digistruck Peak. Yeah, and Digistruck Peak raid. Salvador rocket jumping to the end, insta killing the boss to get you OP8. But those are the days. That's before some of y'all's time, bro. It was the good old days back in Borderlands 2. They don't make games like that no more. You know what I'm saying? They just don't make games like that no more. Now that's a game I'd spend hours on. No, I don't think I have done a video on Yini. I can, but health is the way to go on her, though. Everything on her scales off of health. Right. I can show you mine here in a second. But yeah. I'm gonna try the Hades too. I did see some people doing the test. Didn't they have like an alpha test or like a play test? I might try it out because I do like games where I find my biggest challenge is the roguelike games. I never played Hades 1 because I think I was into I was playing Risk of Rain 2, bro. I really liked Risk of Rain 2. It was a good game. And then I played like other roguelikes, like Slay the Spire. Like, I'm not great at it, but I was able to beat it with 3 characters. I played Monster Train. I was never it's not that I believe Risk of Rain 2 is better than Hades. It's just that I was introduced to Risk of Rain 2 and then I tried Hades, and it like Hades is obviously top down and Risk of Rain is 3D and you move around and stuff like that. So like if I would have been introduced to Hades, I would have like definitely liked it more. Like I'll go back and play it, but I'm saying like when I first played like Risk of Rain 2, I was like, wow, this game is amazing.
Aim and shoot.
Okay, so Lucy's P1. Reality damage is increased to 150. The condition to trigger the additional damage when the target has less than 75% max HP versus 50. And the additional damage is increased to 100%. So this is from her
Robot, child of science.
Insight?
The light that illuminates all. Target confirmed.
Oh my god, there's just so much of this character.
Circuit
Confrontation was never to my liking.
I, robot, child of science.
Yeah, okay. Conservation of energy. The mass attack upgrade. So the mass attack's upgrade at P0 if the target's current health is less than 50 deals an additional 50% reality damage. So now if the target is less than 75, it'll deal an additional 100%. So it makes your follow-up, so it gives your follow-up double the damage and activate at 75% health. So like, so it doesn't necessarily like, so in an AoE situation, it won't necessarily like give your follow-ups just like more just crazy damage.
The bones will tell.
Because less than 75% for an enemy is quite a bit.
Faraday's miracle.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
I, robot, child of science.
Yo, what's good, Harlan? Alright, so we're about to see. That's just so much damage.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Circuit
Now,
function.
Confrontation was never. The bones will tell.
Auto is so bad.
I, robot, child of science.
The P1 seems definitely better for like general content because once you take out one thing, it makes damaging. Well, I guess it works on this boss, but it seems like it's definitely better for general content than anything else. You can just finish it a lot
The
quicker.
Baba drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
If we're looking at, because this is what P1 increases. It's the advancement mass attack where it does more when they're less than 50.
Simple arcane trick.
Charging.
It'll deal 100% more damage when they're less than 75. This P2,
I will be watching you.
Aim and shoot.
oh, and it'll deal 150. Well, no, it just makes the follow-up stronger.
Circuit function.
Yeah, it just makes the follow-up
I know how to
stronger.
use it.
Not that I'm saying it's like a weak
Child of
portrait.
science.
It just gives you ridiculous increase to your follow-ups. It takes it from 100% reality damage to 150 and gives it, if they're less than 75, an additional 50, like it puts an extra 50% reality damage. So like it's like pretty much able to double the damage of the follow-up. P2 gives you your leadership buff for 3 rounds, which makes it a lot easier to use, I'm gonna be honest. And the damage bonus for weaker affiliates becomes 20%. So you end up having a 20% versus a what was it, 10%? So it's doubling the buff, 20%. I don't like the kind of play puzzle or platforming game. I played Ori actually. Xbox has like every Ori. Played the first one. I hadn't played the second one. It was a pretty fun game. I do like playing platformers. Like it's not something that I will like gravitate towards all the time, but I do enjoy platforms. Right now, my wife and I are playing Sea of Stars. Right now. Playing Sea of Stars, she wants to play other games and stuff like that. If it were like, if I wasn't married, I probably wouldn't play a lot of those games. But my wife likes a lot of those games, and so I have more reason to play. But if I was like on my own, I wouldn't be playing those games. My wife has opened me up to other games. Oh, yo, also, speaking of my wife, so I told you my wife one-tapped me Kakanya, right? So I think I see where my luck went. My wife has all of my luck right now. She
Pardon
me.
I was sitting at the computer getting everything ready, and she pulled she double pulled Clarin for me, and I was sitting at like, my pity was like 30. It was 30, and the next 10 pull, she did a double 5-star pull. It's the second I've ever had on my account. My first one was with Zhao and what's her name, babe? Electro standard character. Yeah, catching. Yeah, it was Zhao and catching was my first double 5-star pull. But now unfortunately, Mona's C6 on my account, so that's why I have so much Star Glitter. But yeah, double pulled and got her. And what's crazy, and you know what's crazy is that Clarin came first, and so next character, if I'm looking at this right, next character is guaranteed. So my next character is guaranteed. So yeah. I gotta say that video games from games to games. It Takes Two and No Way Out are amazing to play. Yeah, those are a great couple games. So this definitely increased damage. We got up to 1.8. We got up another 100,000 damage with the P1. Yep. Alex is operating a different kind of pity system. So if your gacha luck is bad, just get a wife and let her pull. Exactly, bro. Find love so that way you can have better gacha luck, okay? That is I'm giving you guys motivation to find love. You just might find that other things in your life are a lot easier, okay? Find love. But you also might find that you have less money for pulls because now you have a wife and you have to take care of the wife. So, all right. So P1 was a big upgrade for the follow-up. Now P2, this one is going to make Lucy feel kind of like a support for some people because they're going to be like, yo, because everyone's like, yo, just make Lucy 6 and just put Lucy in the background. Just put Lucy in the background and she'll just do her thing. Now we're at 1.8 up here. Gacha luck also comes with spouse and child expenses. Well, yeah.
It's an honor to meet
A Wild at Heart was one of the great and cozy indie games I tried out. Game Pass does have many good indie games, and thanks to them, I tried a lot of great games. Oh, bro. What was that? Is that San Andreas? What? Is that San Andreas? Is that out? You can play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on Netflix? What? Oh, I don't know if y'all know, but on Netflix you can play games, and apparently, I don't know.
Loading.
Apparently you can play
Music will speak.
Grand Theft Auto.
Eliminate target.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
But no, Game Pass is amazing. There's a lot of games I wouldn't have played if it wasn't for, let me see, what games did I played,
Confrontation was never true music.
Warhammer,
The Bagua drown on the sign brick
What was
never
it?
warns about its changes.
not Warhammer, what is that? What is that
Aim and shoot.
game? Is it Warhammer? Yeah, Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. I played Dark Tide and another one, and I think there's a new one coming out because of gameplay. I have Game Pass. I played that.
Charging.
Bones will
I
tell.
can hear it.
Barrage.
Now we got yeah, bro. There's literally GTA San Andreas on Netflix. You can play it. You can play the game on Netflix. Yeah, no, Lucy as a passive character is wild. Like, the only thing that she can do passively is kill things. Like, if you take out a target, she can just passively, like, kill the others. Like, that is the only thing she's doing passive. I played Vermintide? Yes, I played Vermintide. I played Vermintide first and then Darktide. Because Vermintide was with the rats, and then Darktide was the one where you were like a prisoner, and I played a Psyker? So Vermintide, I played the fire class where you could blow yourself up. Actually, I think you could blow yourself up with both of them. But one of them I caught myself on fire a lot because I had to balance the power. And then I was a Psyker.
This is not a mistake.
Yeah, I was a pyro person on Vermintide, and then on Darktide I was a Psyker, and I was using the little knives, the little knives build where you could like throw out the knives and they just chop people's heads off. I know this is getting really dark, but yeah, that's the one I played. I play a lot of games.
Drown on the sign brick never
I play a lot of
warns about
games.
its changes.
But like, it's Game Pass, bro. Game Pass gives me access to so many games. Dog.
I will be watching
Circle
you.
of hunting.
I can hear it.
Tunic is also pretty good.
Child of sun.
It's like old Zelda. Okay. Okay, I'd play that. I'd play that. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, what is this? And then so now Isolde gets...
Eliminate target.
Wait, didn't she ult?
Oh, please. I know how to use simple
Music will
arcane
speak.
I didn't see her attack after her ult.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Last night I tried a mod for Riskaran. I was playing as Jin from League of Legends. That's hilarious. I forget. Yeah, you can just mod games. I think the last game I modded
What a time.
was... This is doing it so backwards. The last game I modded was Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3, I did the Goblin Mancer mod. So with Gale, I just had a bunch of goblins I summoned. I did a Demon Hunter from WoW.
Faraday's
And then I had a Dragon Tamer Ranger. Modding community is the only thing keeping Skyrim alive. I'm gonna be real. Like, Skyrim was cool, but the amount of years that people played Skyrim, I just didn't get it. Like, I beat it like twice, and then other times I just modded it and never really like beat it. But like the amount of playtime people put into Skyrim, I just was like, dog, just move on to another game, man. Like, because there were people like,
Stay away from me.
there are people just like playing that game, and I'm just like, dude, just like it's one thing if the game is like live service and it keeps updating. Like, I've been playing Smite for 10 years, but it's updating and it's making its second game. But like, people spent, like, I know people from like high school who were just playing that game, dog. Like, and every now and then I'll see a post. Like, I think I recently saw a post like a few months ago of someone like doing something in the game, like making some achievement. And I'm like, dog. This game is called Reverse 1999.
Music will speak.
I can hear it. I, Robot, child of science.
Like, Skyrim was cool. Like, what was that? Like 15 years ago? Skyrim was cool back then, but like, I just can't. I don't know. I like seeing new things.
This is not a mistake made by man. Confrontation with the bones will tell. The Bagua drown on the side.
As if Japan is so short, kind of jealous people they can stick to and play stuff long term. You still play the original? I never liked Resident Evil. It was so boring and stiff to me. If you don't like this is my opinion. I'm not saying it's not a great game, but I just didn't enjoy it. I couldn't enjoy it. I know they've remade every single one. It was just so boring and stiff. Bro, nah. Ain't no, like, the people who were still playing Oblivion, like, yeah, who were like, Oblivion's just a better game than Skyrim. I'm like, okay, well, first, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, Oblivion had its time, but that game is, I can't remember when that game came out, bro. No, I do not like Resident Evil, bro. I never liked Resident Evil. Never liked it. Never liked it.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
I, Robot, child of science.
Like, I don't, like, I try different games out. Like, now I'll tell you, let me see, what game? Let me see. I've enjoyed the games like the Tales games, like Tales of Xillia, Tales of Zestiria. I haven't played the recent Tales games. I've enjoyed those. Kingdom Hearts and all of that. What they? Oh, for next PvP. All of my weekends are really busy right now, so I have to look at it. Like today I have something to do. Like, I have stuff to do, like, it's the summer, so I gotta look and see in my schedule. It's not gonna happen this weekend, but I'll look and see, because I'm also going on vacation. I was supposed to be going on vacation actually this week, but the family pushed it back, so it's gonna be in July. So I'll be out of town for that whole week.
Music will speak.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
You ever played Dark Cloud? I don't know why. I like RPGs. I love RPGs. Love RPGs. played like
This is not a mistake made.
probably 80 of the Final Fantasy console game. I've probably played like 80% of them. Dark Cloud, I played Dark Cloud, but I don't know why. When I played it as a kid back on the PlayStation, something in it terrified me, and I never beat it. Like, the game creeped me out. I can't remember what it was, but there was something in that game back in the day that creeped me out, and I just never beat it. Like, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I love the Tales games. Yeah, I saw a string doll typed in the chat. You can definitely try him out.
Music will speak.
I know I problem trying him out.
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Trying to find a game to play?
Pardon me.
Looking at games? Sea of Stars is a decent RPG. I think it's on Game Pass to finish. No, that's what my wife and I are playing. We just like she's leveling up. I can't remember their names. She's playing the moon. I'm playing the sun. I can't remember their names right now. We're playing that on Xbox. Oh, Bloodborne. Yeah, Elden Ring is about to have their
Stay away from me.
Elden Ring is about to have their DLC. I thought of playing that. It's just that, like, I love Elden Ring, and I've always wanted to, like, just, like, play it on stream, but, like,
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick
people who
never
really
warns
like
about its
Souls
changes.
games or Souls-like games get so annoying, dog. Especially, like, you know, there's always gonna be that one person who enters chat and be like, bro, why aren't you using this? Why aren't you doing this? Like, oh, you haven't done this? Like, bro, chill. Like, I haven't been playing Elden Ring since it came out. Like, some people haven't stopped playing that game. Bro, yes, bro. People backseat Souls games so hard. It's annoying. There's just certain games that have those communities that just love to backseat. And some of them, like, claim it as like, oh, I'm just helping you out. And it's like, no, you're really just being annoying. It's like, it's okay, I understand. But, like, some of them are just very, very passionate about their games. It's okay.
Music will speak.
Yes. You don't always have to play optimally. I like to just like to enjoy a game. Like, yes. But some people take like those games way too hard, bro. There's like, bro, how did you let that boss hit you, dog? He has an easy attack pattern. It's like, I don't know, he hit me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry my dodges aren't perfect. I'm sorry I failed you.
Confrontation was never to my liking. The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Is it Eastward? Let's see, you've said two games I've never heard of. Eastward and
Would you care to lie down?
oh my god, of course it's white. Where's your regular pins? Eastward and Tunic, I think? Yeah, Eastward and Tunic. People forget games are made to have fun. Oh, bro. Nah, like, I'm gonna be real. That's how some of these gacha games get. People forget, like, gacha games are, like, fun games. And they put a little too much to it. But, like, it's just because like the amount of like, okay, I mean, I'm trying to find the right thing to say. So while I do think that damage calculations in games like, let's say Star Rail, are cool, and that game has like a lot of characters, I could see where it would matter to where in a gacha game at times where you're like, well, I want to make sure that when I'm summoning a character that the character is really good, like, because I don't want to waste my pulls. But also, like, the like damage calculations, like, I mean, I guess they help, but
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns
all of
about
that
its
work
changes.
done for like earlier characters helps, but like when they just keep dropping character after character after character, and you just start to see where like some like characters are just gonna be increasingly stronger than others. Like getting damage calculations from, like, I'm a fields crafter, y'all know me. Like I can just look at Lucy and tell that she's stronger. I wouldn't have to spend hours calculating it. Like I don't have to look at the like number. I can look at her and see what's in her kit and see how she acts and just be like, she's stronger. Now,
This is not a mistake made by man.
I could also look at Joe and see how much damage she's doing and be like, all right, she's stronger. Because like a lot of these characters just have like super elaborate kits right now. Like they're putting short stories on these characters. But like gacha games are just the games where, like, yes, what you just said, right. I don't put gacha games to where I'm sweaty. I don't sweat in gacha games.
Robot, child of science.
Yeah, the people where people backseat other people's accounts that weren't asking for it is where it does get annoying. Like, it's like, I didn't ask for it. Now, if you ask for advice and someone gives you advice, that's a completely different thing. Because you were like, I wanted this advice. But like, right, someone, like, you pull a Getien. Why did you pull a Getien? Why didn't you get a Soul Day? Like, people still ask me, why did I pull said character? And like, I try the nicest way possible to just be like, I'm a content creator.
The Bagua
Like,
drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
I am partnered with Bluestacks, making content for the characters.
The light that illuminates all.
Like, they're like, oh, why are you making guides for these characters? They're useless characters. It's like, it's not true. All right, so we went from 1.8 to 1.92. So we've got another increase of 200. So from, I did auto and we did 1.7 with this team, and now we're up to 1.9. We've this isn't a true test, but it's obviously just continually going up. I'm about to break 2. This boss is silly.
Let me sleep another 5.
Let's see. Ah, here we go. Tunic. Eastward. Battle Chaser. Knight. Play PGR and I pulled the Uniframe characters. I don't need them, they're useless, but I do because they're cool, because the Triple S looks cool on my profile. Are the Uniframe characters okay? I remember going back to PGR for their PC update. Uniframe were the characters that they were the ones that like didn't you like attack, like their leveling was like you attach them to another character, or like they didn't level the same as other characters. It was like a whole nother, can't remember. I wasn't a PGR, but like their leveling was completely different than others. All right, so now we're on P3. Attack bonus is increased to 6%. Gain 2 stacks of data iteration when an enemy is defeated. All right, so this is our attack percent buff. So now where this can go up to 20%, now this can go up to 30% attack. This one will probably be the smallest increase. Because getting 10% extra attack probably isn't the craziest. It'll probably be still a DPS increase, but it's probably... Huh? You can buy it. It's on sale. It's 60% sale. Wait, you want to use my card? That's right. You took all my money.
It's an honor to meet you.
So Grandy is another amazing JRPG. I'm not sure if you like Dreamcast here. Well, some of them, like, I'll admit, like, there is a limit to how pixely of a game I'll play it, but I will play pixel-based games. But, like, my wife is definitely more of a fan of them than me. Like, huh? No, they're giving me some indie, like, pixel RPG games that you might like. Well, so PGR, I mean, there's a lot of characters. PGR is a game where I think last time I played it was the PC version. There was a girl, the girl who was in a mech just released. She was a fire character or whatever. PGR is a game where I hear a lot of free-to-plays are able to get every character by like just doing everything. Like they say it's free-to-play friendly in it. And there's a lot of cool characters. I've seen people really enjoy it. They're not completely... Wait. They have some special abilities you need to level, but the level of the characters is normally using XP and leveling. So I recommend Eastward, and the visual style from the Genesis is top notch. Okay. Well, they have the HD version on PC. I also don't play pixelated games where you can't even see the character's face. Yeah, like when you can't even see details of characters in the game, it's just like, alright, this is maybe a little too old. Like, I don't need those grand, you know, nostalgic looking games like that. Now's a good time. There's a lot of free stuff.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Or you don't even need a heal. Okay. When you get a crazy account like this, you don't even need a healer, dog. He's not even hitting me. He's literally just a training dummy. Yeah, so we're sitting at 30% attack. I do wish... Okay, so one thing I do wish is that R99... They need to... Alright. They need to give me my stats of a character in battle. I think that is... Like, if I were to complain about anything, it gets really frustrating when I have a gajillion buffs and I can't see how they're affecting stats, because, like, I don't want to do the calculations, like all the time in my head. I want to see how they're actually being implemented. Like, if I have this 30% attack and then I'm using Kakanya's buff to also give it, like, I don't want to have to, like, calculate that in my head. Just give me the updated stats. Like, with them not even showing, like, the crit rate, they show the crit technique. Like, just give me the full update. like the stats, bro. Yes, find a way to display buffs and debuffs better. Like that needs to change. Like that is something where I'm like, come on, guys. Imagine how seeing else feel that actually P5 every character. You can fall asleep and clear anything in the game when they wake up, bro. Like. Cian and JP Wills playing FGO mostly. Bro, Blue Archive be taking money too. Blue Archive be making bank. And like, I didn't think the game would be living like it was. But now they got an anime. Like, Blue Archive makes bank. And it's not one of those top tier games, but like, it definitely makes a consistently decent amount of money. What? Frustrating part is clicking on units. It doesn't work most of the time. Oh my god, yes. When you like you're clicking trying to find the unit or even clicking to find the enemy, like we need a display their pictures or something here, because like sometimes I'm trying to like on the robot boss. Oh my gosh, on the doctor, when I'm trying to click his robot, like it just messes up sometimes. Like, or if there's a unit down here and I'm trying to look at the cards, I'll accidentally select the unit. Like, it's just a lot of, everything's getting jumbled with there being so many cards sometimes. FGO's even has a full series too. FGO does have a full series, but Fate has like a million different series. And when I asked somebody, I was like, all right, so which one do I need to start with? Because, like, you know, I'll go onto random streaming service and I'll be like, okay, do I start with Fate Zero, like, which one do I go? Apocrypha? They're like, well, no. Don't go with this one because this one is not part of this. And then this one carries after this one. And this, I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know which one to start with.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
There should be enemy icon under glass icon on the left. Enemy info should be on the left and your units info on the right. Yeah, like they could have definitely put. They have a lot of space right here where they could have put portraits of characters. But yeah, like buffs get so jumbled. Also, half the time with the amount of buffs you get, like you have no idea what buff is on your character. Because, like, I mean, look at Lucy. She has so many buffs on herself. Like, and I don't even have the, like, most buff-heavy team. If I would have had 6 dogs, she would have had a ridiculous amount of buffs on her character. And, you know, debuffs count there, too. Like, there's so many. You need a Fate degree, but somehow people manage to keep Fate as well.
This is not a mistake made by man. Stay away from me.
No, the Blue Archive anime is actually if you played Blue Archive, you'll definitely like it more than if you didn't. My wife and I played Blue Archive. She's still playing Blue Archive. I stopped playing it, but it's actually done really well. We enjoy it. Well, it is obviously optimized for phone. Yeah, on the horizontal. But definitely will have to talk to them about that. You can just watch it according to which one comes out first. I'll have to look at it.
Never warns about its changes.
Yeah, but like P4 and P5 of a character is always crazy. The best spikes for any portrait is usually either P1 or P2. Some characters get it in P3, but definitely P1 and P2 is definitely always the spike of a character. Some of them recently even P3.
Oh, please. I know how to use it. You must see your true self.
The light that illuminates all. Barrage.
Yeah, P2 allows you to get to finale a lot quicker. I play Knight. I do not play Nikkei. I can't. My wife is disgusted with Nikkei. She doesn't like. I even joked with like, "Yo, you want to start an Nikkei account?" She's like, "Ew."
I, robot.
She just gave me a look just now. She is disgusted with that game. I'm surprised by how some streamers' parents really like R99 design. Oh yeah, wasn't it Gacha Dokuro and then some others had their parents look at R99? See, my mother, I love her enough, but like I'm older than most. Like I guess I don't know. My mom would look at it and just be like, "What am I looking at?" Like my mom now, she'd probably like be slightly interested, but I don't know. I have old school parents. Like even if like Jasmine asked her parent to look at some of the characters, like it could care less. Yeah, she'd be like, yeah, my mom would be like, is this something in Pokemon? Like, is this one of them Pokemans? I'm like, no. Yeah, like. Come here to watch R99, no. Come here to talk about Lexi's life, yes. Hey, bro, that's what the streams are, bro. If you're here to watch R99, you're just watching whale content. That's all you're doing. Yeah, there was a dad of a female streamer, absolutely loves Shemaine and Tennant. Yeah, I'll have to, like, if I ask my mom, like, she would not care. Like, she would pretend to care because, like, she'd be like, oh, I see this is something you're really passionate about. But I don't know. Just when you have older parents, like, they're like, no. Now, if the game, now my mom does like, movie, like, if the game had a, the fantasy medieval, like, vibe, she loves that stuff. Like, she loves the, like, the period movies where they're in England or some other, like, made up, like, stuff where there's kings and queens and all of that. Like, she likes that stuff. She'd be more interested if it had that appeal, but, like, she wouldn't really care for too many of the characters. Nikkei is top tier waifus. I can't ignore it. I don't know. I talked about it before. Nikkei has characters that. Nikkei has. So what? What you say? What you say? Babe, what you say? Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say that. Nikkei has characters that they don't even look proportionate. Like they don't even have real bodies. A little bit. It's a couple notches. Yeah. You do? I think they're like 60, maybe 50. You can order them. The PlayStation ones. Maybe.
This is not a mistake made by man. Pardon me.
No, I mean, people enjoy Nikkei, but like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think they'd be making the revenue they are making, and they're making ridiculous income.
Confrontation was never to suppose will tell.
I, robot, child of science.
Well, there was like there's certain games like what is it? Echoapocalypse, like Steambun
The Bagua drowned on
Steambun
the
said he
Sign Break
spent
never warns about its
$800 in that
changes.
game to prove a point or whatever. I don't know if it like that Echopolis game, and Steambun was like, yeah, bro, I spent $800 to make a video or something like that. And I was like, but like that game was like heavy in waifus too. But it was like games that have heavy like usually games that are baiting people with heavy waifu stuff have stuff that are like for whales too. Like that's the point I was making, is like a lot of those like waifu heavy games are like they benefit people who spend all that money to be stronger and stronger while also collecting their waifus. Yep, old traditional gacha game. Everything is money locked.
Faraday's miracle.
Lucy looks like she could be in an EKX R99 crossover. Yeah, she's proportioned too well to do that. Calm down, Isolde. No, Isolde is gonna keep singing, bro. She's crazy DPS in this. All right, so we're looking to reach 2.0. I don't think P3 is gonna get that for us. So.
You must see your true self.
So you decided to buy a whole new game versus playing against
The
it?
Bagua drowned on the Sign Break never warns about its changes.
No! Did you use my stamp?
Eliminate
Is it so
target.
cool? Hmm? So my stamp still full.
Surface uploading.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
I Robot, child of science.
Then bring out the real DPS, Vila. Look, bro. Vila does a lot of damage with Kakanya on the team. Vila right now, like, does some of the craziest damage to Hydra with Kakanya on the team. Does more than most healers. You seen all that Genesis damage Vila can allow? Like, yo, what's good, bro?
Target confirmed.
Careful.
When they put out a new raid boss in 2.0, we're gonna try the Kakanya healer team. Like Stringdoll said, as soon as they release a healer that gives me like, bro, like if I get 6 procs of heals I can put on Kakanya, 2 fairies getting kicked off the team, and healer team will rise in stock, bro.
Faraday's miracle.
Like, give me a healer like that, because I've seen it in other games. They can give me a healer that like bounces heals between characters, where like it's like, oh, it does 10 ticks of healing and it like bounces between characters. Like, give me something like that. Give me somebody who just does multiple ticks of healing. I don't know, okay? I want someone to shoot machine gun bullets of healing to Kakanya, so that way we can reflect that to the boss.
Aim and shoot.
Careful.
I know. I'm gonna lose 50-50 to that healer to Tooth Fairy. I know it. And then I'm gonna have a P2 Tooth Fairy that I don't even want. And it's gonna be hard not to use it. It's gonna be annoying.
Surface
Confrontation
uploading.
music for speed.
I don't think Blue Park wants to release another healer this soon, though. No, they
Child
don't.
of science.
They released 2 6-star healers and 1 5-star healer. It took them a while to do that.
The Bagua drowned on the Sign Break never warns about its changes.
The light that illuminates all.
Pardon me.
Now,
The bones will tell.
Yeah.
you must see your true self.
For Lucy, it's Either you're P0 or you P1, P2, and if you're a whale, you P4. It's literally just like Joe. Either you go P0 to P2, or you go to P5. Like, it's not that the stopping on P3 is not where you want to go. Now, of course, this is whale talk, but for those who are saving everything, if you're gonna get Portrays, like, the first one is good. The second one is really good too, but I wouldn't go any higher unless you're whaling. How about Marcus with HSL as healer? I mean, you could, but like, that's also like, I mean, like, the thing is though, like, you wanna use AP on healing, because like, that's the whole point of the team. But I mean, you could obviously like put a DPS there. Or little bits of Jin damage, like right here. She's keeping the team alive because like we're just not getting hit hard at all. Yeah. Shemaine HSO. Oh my god, bro. Famous card event is close. Anyone gonna use the poison team? Yo, I can thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. His ult is AoE. You know someone's gonna talk about using A Knight HSL, the original HSL user. All right, guys, we're moving on up. All right, so this increase is initial trends, mission, conservation of energy, reality damage is increased to 200%. The maximum amount of times it can be triggered per round is increased to 4. So that means you can do up to 4 follow-up attacks, and now the damage goes is double from P0. So that is going to give you the big follow-ups. It's kind of like 37, where 37's P2 and P4 like increase her follow-up. P1 and then P4 increase the follow-up for Lucy. I think Jaka sent me a friend request. Did he? There's no way that's him. Who is this person, bro? A P4 Vila? I can't see. Oh, is this Jaka? Oh. Oh, wait. So I can add you guys from cross servers now? And CN? Oh, that means y'all can add me. Because he doesn't play in Billy. That means y'all can add me now. Oh. Yo. So if you play CN, I guess you can add me. No, Jaka uses Billy. I thought he used Huawei. He doesn't use Huawei? Oh, never mind. Well, you know what? If your ID doesn't have a 1 in front of it, it won't work. I'll tell you that. The Billy Billies have a 1 in front of it. Oh, someone gave him an account. Well, if you use Billy Billy, this is my account. I'm so sorry. I just use PayPal. All right, let's go. P4. It's ridiculous follow-ups.
Look at me.
Yo!
Look at me.
Jin coming in with the clutch, bro. I appreciate the gifted subs. What's good, Jin?
Request has been heard.
Nothing much, bro. I'm activating my Lucy Portrays. She's P4 right now,
Aim and shoot.
and we're just letting the auto go. We're trying to see. P4 should let us break 2.
Charging.
At this point, Jen is missing that dinner invite from us.
Miracle. Barrage. Target confirmed.
Yo, Jen, did you? Last I saw you was from the people. Did you summon Joe?
Confrontation was never to my liking.
Loading.
Or you just didn't get portraits on her? Oh, that's right. I think you said you're just gonna stop doing portraits or something like that.
Warns about its changes.
Can't remember. And I can't remember. Are you playing Withering Waves also? Because I know you dropped AFK Journey.
Aim and shoot.
I think a lot of us dropped AFK Journey.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Yeah, the follow-up damage is at 200%.
Circuit charging.
Music
Oh,
and
your
speed.
Joe portrait, your Joe pulls went bad. Yeah, so her follow-up, it's double the damage. It's double 140 pulls for 1. Then I can. Oh my gosh, yeah, that is terrible. So the follow-up now, where is it at? So it starts off by doing 100 reality damage, and then when they get then whenever their health is less than 50, it does
The light that illuminates all.
it does an additional hunch. So now what it does, so conservation of energy starts at 200%,
Wounds will tell.
and then because of the P1, it'll deal an additional 150 here, and then it'll do 100% here. So it's like it just does a lot more. It does a lot more damage now. Instead of being 250, it's sitting at like almost 500% reality damage, I think, because let me see.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Yeah, so now, so this is 200, this is 150, which makes it 350. So it's like a 400, yeah, it's a 450
Confrontation was
reality
never to my liking.
damage AoE attack that happens.
Soffoca il sangue, ti soffoca il sangue.
So do you drop AK as soon as the scandal happened? I was told about Lilith's reputation. Yeah.
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns.
Yeah,
about
some
its
people got really
changes.
unlucky on Joe pools, bro.
I, robot, child of science.
How's the P5 for her? For Joe? Joe with Portrays is just kind of ridiculous in the sense that, like, whatever attack you choose to do with her, like, you just do so many follow-ups. Like, you can do up to, like, you can do like 4 to 5 follow-ups, and like, it's just so much damage. It's so much single target damage. It's ridiculous. It's a lot. I think String Doll over there in Twitch has the P2, and he sees a crazy increase because he has 37 with her.
Confrontation was never to my liking.
I, robot, child of science.
Oh, the one I'm using right now, Lucy. How's her P5? Oh, she's broken. This is P4 right now. When you said Electro Girl, yeah, some people would have thought Yin Lin. No, Lucy P5, she's ridiculously broken. I'm using it right now. This is a raid boss we're fighting, and she
The Bagua
destroys
drowned
it.
on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Aim and shoot.
What do you mean raid boss? Lucy is the raid boss? So yeah, so we're about to ult with her here, and she, of course she gets extra damage
Child of science.
because she makes herself have a flatus advantage, and she gets a 50% of flatus bonus. She's about to shred these, like, arms. Yeah. She's about to do it again. She gets up to 4 of these follow-ups.
Faraday's miracle.
This is no mistake made by man.
We're at 1 million at 9 turns on auto.
Charging. Low charging.
Music will speak.
Barrage. Eliminate target.
Follow-up. I mean, it's just,
Aim and shoot.
you're just always going to be following up something. She also seems to be doing her ult in this raid a lot. Like, I don't know how you don't do her raid, like, I mean, her ult all the time.
Child of science. Target confirmed. Faraday's miracle.
Confrontation was
Our-
never to my liking.
Our Moxie is ridiculous.
Child of science.
Yes, you still want electricity, so you still want, you still want a couple characters, like with Eureka, like, and all of that to help get the extra effects of
Bagua drowned on
electricity.
the sign brick
Yeah.
never warns about its changes.
So you still want to find that balance.
It is here.
The bones will
Time to
tell.
pull out the expensive stuff.
This is not a mistake made by man.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Wait, hold on. What you saying? I mean, do you need to have 20 seconds to advance it, or can? Oh, hold on. Yes, the So once you, yes, so once you gain it, yes, in order to level up, that gives it to you. And once you consume it, of course, that takes away. So like the reason why I know that is because so if you have like Getian, Vila, and Similwise on the same team with like Lucy, you can pretty much, you immediately get like you get a huge stack of Moxie and everything like that first turn because of those characters. And then of course when you use your ability, you'll consume it, it'll count, but you want to have an account that like gains it. It can still, if you consume it, you'll still be fine because you still gained all of that energy. Yes, you can gain the 20 and then lose the 20. Yes.
Now, a simple
Music
piece.
will
I know how to
speak.
use it. You must see your true self. I will be watching you.
Stay away from me.
Circuits
Confrontation was
functioning
never to
properly.
my liking.
I, Robot, child of science.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm trying to make sure it happens that way. Because, yeah, you need 20 for an advancement. Because I know I've gotten... Now I'm trying to make sure it actually has happened that way. Now you have me questioning myself. Because, yeah, you need 20. I mean, her dynamo goes up really fast. So I don't think I've ever really come into that problem. Because with the I3, anytime an enemy is defeated, you get 10. So I don't think I've ever come across that issue. I'm trying to think if I've ever had it delayed. But like she gets I've never had an issue because like the characters I use with her have a lot of Eureka or Moxie like in the first round. Like when I use it with Semmelweis, or like Getien or Vila, like they start off with a lot of Moxie in the first round, and that gives her all the dynamo. Then I kill one unit. I don't think I've ever had that issue.
What a time to see arcane click.
The light that illuminates all.
Hold on, psychiatrist at work.
Circuit
Now,
functioning
a simple
properly.
arcane click.
I, robot. Child
Joe actually has self-healing from her buffs, but I don't think I've ever used that for sustain. Doesn't she have like damage heal or something in her like collection of buffs? I've never worried about it because like I also just pair her with like one of the best healers. Like I have the best healers in the game, so like I've never worried about it. Bro, we're at 1.5 already, dog.
What a time to
Confrontation
please.
music
I
will
know how to
speak.
use it.
It's because she can do so many follow-ups. Being able to do up to 4 follow-ups from Lucy is a little insane. 20% damage heal? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Something like that.
I will be watching you.
This is not a mistake made, my man.
I mean, Joe is able to... The Limbo that's out right now, Joe is able to solo. She can solo that Limbo by herself. That's because she just kills everything.
Now presenting Lesmia. Like you need to see.
Well, P5 was... If you P5'd her, she was able to solo. But that's also P5. At P0, no. P0 can't solo it, no. Yeah, that's... Thank you, String Doll. It was P5. It was P5. I think I saw Jaka did it. But it's not P0. No, I'm sorry. I'd love to see a beast healer. That'd be really cool. Oh my gosh, bro.
What a time to use.
The pop music will speak.
No, a new one. We're not talking about old ones. Medicine Box is cool, but we need a new one. This on DK again?
This is not a
I
mistake.
just want a new one, bro. DK cool, bro, but like, I ain't looking at her like y'all look at her, bro. Like, DK was cool. She was alright.
Never to my life.
Mineral healer one day. Oh yeah, Mineral just needs somebody to heal other than Balloon Party. Yeah, that's right. How many pulls do you get in 1.9? Same amount in 1.6, like close to close to 100, something like that.
Never warns about its changes.
It's like literally the same setup, except you get a free character.
Barrage. Aim and shoot.
Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, I could have gotten a higher score if I put somebody else here. Like,
I know how to use it.
I don't need a healer. I really don't need a healer.
Careful.
waited for too long. Would you care to
See,
try
this
one?
is where you could see. Yo, Jin with the gifted subs. Again. Thank you, bro.
The bones will tell.
Appreciate you.
I, Robot, child of science.
All right, man. Appreciate you, dog.
The Bagua drowned
Catch you
on the
next time.
Sunbreak never
The
warned
Kanye doesn't
about its
count.
changes. This is not a
Free
mistake.
play struggling because every character looks cool. Every character does look good. Looking for 2.0's patch name, it seems like we're advancing more and more into the future of our 99's world. Yeah, less of the real world and more into, like, their own stuff.
The bones will tell.
Have a good day, bro.
Stay away from me.
Hold on. Psychiatrist at work.
Pardon me.
Dang, man, got me up to 50 subs again.
And off my mirror.
Do you think we should get a guaranteed 5-star every 10 pulls? So I talked about that in my video today. Like, I'm used to games where I get a 5-star. Well, I'm used to getting a guaranteed of this of the character below the highest unit. So like games where there's 5 stars, I'm used to getting a 4-star every 10 pull. Games where there's 6 stars, I'm used to getting a 5-star every pull. Like that is what I'm used to. At least one every time. Now, I said there are some games which we know, the most popular games, where they have a lot of no, I won't cuss. They have a lot of BS in the while you're pulling, like Persona 5X, Honkai Star Rail, Withering Waves, Genshin Impact, Tower of Fame. Like all of these games have a lot of BS, and you're not pulling only characters. You're pulling random weapons, random mats, or whatever, and it's just a waste of time. Like,
Simple arcane trick.
so R99 technically is okay because you're pulling nothing but characters. But in my head, I do feel like I should get a 5-star every time guaranteed. But you know, that's just me. But yeah. Yeah.
I will be
Like,
watching you.
I don't think it's required. I don't think it makes him a bad game because, again, like I said, there's no BS that you're pulling for. All right, so we hit over 2 mil with P4. Yeah, it would exactly. You would get so many gold certs if you got one guaranteed every pull. Now, so I can see a reason why not, because like once you have a P5 5-star, you're getting like, what is it? You get 7 out of the 10 needed for a pull. Like if you were to pull that many 5-stars, you could almost get back. Like if you did a 10 pull and pulled 4, and you pull 4 5-stars that are P5, you're getting 28 gold certs back, which is almost 30% of your pulls back on a 10 pull, which is wild. Like if you think of it that way, you're getting 28% back of your 10 pull if you were to pull like 4 or 5 stars in a 10 pull. And then, you know, of course the math goes down from there, but like it would be a lot. It's not the it's not the best conversion, but yes, the game is very generous. Not many games will allow you to pull a character every patch. You might not get both characters, but you can pull a character every patch. You really can. Not a lot of games do that. Not a lot of games do that. All right, so So how much attack does Lucy have? Oh. It says 2841 now. Is that because of the... Is that calculating Kakanya's buff? Or is that calculating her buff? It has to be Kakanya's buff. Because her buff is only 30%. Well, I guess what? 30% of... It was 2450? Let me see what we're looking at. So... No, it is calculating her buff. It's calculating everything. Yeah, it's calculating everything. So at... Yeah, 2800 attack is a lot. Jesus.
Music or speak.
It's a lot, I guess, when I put all of those other damages in there. Especially with Kakanya. Can you spoil 1.9 stuff here? What? Yeah. I'm playing 1.9 right now. Yeah, no, like, if you watch my content, you're gonna get spoiled. Oh, about lore? No. No. My bad. Lore, no. You can ask chat, but I think most of them would say no. I personally don't care. But I'm going to tell you, most of chat will tell you no.
Stay away from me.
People take the lores very serious. Yeah. Now, chat will flame you. Chat will be like, oh my god, bro, who is this Apple who came in here and spoiled all of this stuff, bro? Get this dude out of here, dog.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Eliminate target. Barrage.
Nah. Because I had to skip 1.9 story. Because 1.9 story was looking good, bro. And I had to skip it because I was streaming because we were trying to get all the mats for, like, Lucy. But, like, all the stuff I was playing through the story, I was like, oof. I got to go to Marui's stream and look at that stuff. Because, like, Marui doesn't, like, do the whole character testing and all that stuff that I do. Showing off the characters, like, day one and everything. Alright, so this was a huge increase. So, with Lucy being able to get her P4, we went from 1.9 all the way to 2.2. That's P4. The amount of follow-up she did was insane. Why no chat on screen today? Oh, literally because I forgot to put it. Because I was recording a video. Alright, so P2 and... Okay, so P2 to P4 is like... Gave us 300,000 extra damage. P3 was not an insane increase. P3 wasn't. So far, P3 has been the... like, of course, I can't tell you mathematically, but I did not see an increase of the auto with her at P3 being attacked. So, her base attack is sitting at 1500. Of course, I get extra attack with being in there. But let's see. If we look at, let me see, 30%. 30% puts us at 2,000. And then Kakanya gives us another attack boost. Well, Kakanya gives what, 400? And then the extra from her buff. We're getting like whole Psy cubes worth of extra attack on her. All right, guys. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. Initial, okay, so attack bonus is increased to 8%, which gives her a total of 48% attack. And for every point of Moxie or Rika gained by allies, the caster gains 2 Dynamo. So there are going to be certain teams where the Dynamo is going to be insane. And she gets a 48% extra attack with, I mean, like, that's a lot, bro. It's a lot of attack.
The bones will tell.
Target confirmed. The light that illuminates all.
Yeah, so she just gated. So it definitely counts the accumulated. Alright, so we just upgraded. We're already at, okay, we already hit 6 stacks of Dynamo. Oh my gosh. Hold on, calm down.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Barrage.
Bang, bang.
Hey, mate, I'm not fed.
I think we get... Okay, this raid gives a lot of attack. It gives it 30% as well. Oh my gosh, the base damage in this raid is insane. So she started at 1,500. Now she has 2,678. So that would be, if it was 78%. Oh, it's 1,505 times 78% is what gives us that number. Yep. 2,678. So it so then the base, so then adding in
Time to pull out the expensive stuff. Would you care to lie down?
So then adding in Kakanya's buff. 3145. It's 467. Did it just go on top of that? I don't really like that one. Okay, so I don't know the term because my brain is everywhere right now. But okay, so the buff that I get from the stage gives me 30% attack from that base, and then I get another 48% from that base of 1500. And then the 467 just added it on top versus, of course, going with the 1500 and then doing the 78%. The attack percent increases is coming from the 1500 and it's not adding the 467 base. So Kakanya's buff just adds attack on top of what is already calculated to put us over 3000. So it goes at the very end of the equation. It's 1505. I calculated it. So everything works out right. So the 2678 is after I have my cube and everything like that, is when I entered in here with the 30% attack buff. And then I added the 48% and the 30%, and that's how I got to the 2678. And then I added 467, that's how I get 3145. The 6-7 is from her empathy buff, but we're not going to get high empathy. I mean, we're still at 3100 attack, which is a lot. But yeah. If I were taking more damage, her buff would be even higher though. Oh my gosh, bro.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
So, with my attack, it's 1505 with the cube times 48%. So basically, P5 Lucy at R10 has, well, at least with my build, has 22, 27 without any extra buffs. 2200 attack at R10 is pretty ridiculous.
Loading.
The music will speak.
I, robot, child of science.
My gosh, bro.
Aim and shoot.
This boss doesn't even have a chance to attack on the early stages. He's just sitting here like, what do I do?
I, robot, child of science.
works.
Yeah, 1.3 characters don't have skins.
Circuits function
Confrontation with
properly.
the energy.
I would love to see a Black Door skin.
I, robot, child of science.
Miss New Babel really needs a skin. Yeah. Well, 37 is popular.
The Bagua
She's very
drown on the
popular.
sign
Triple
break
S at
never
round.
warns about its changes.
Bang, bang. Oh, this brilliance.
What a tragedy.
Music was sweet.
Soffoca il sangue. Soffoca il sangue.
Lucy and Isolde. Isolde doesn't make it any better because Isolde is hitting really hard too.
You must see your true self.
Yeah, but a lot of people.
Stay away from me.
What did you need me to sign into? You said what?
What a tragedy. I can hear it.
Oh, I can sign in. Oh.
Barrage.
Is this an Isolde showcase? Yeah. Like, Isolde is not limited, but like, boy oh boy, like, when you look at okay, so when you look at the non-limited characters, like, what Isolde can do, and I'm not including Winsong, but what Isolde can do is a little ridiculous. Like, out of all the characters that get P5'd, like, Isolde is definitely that next generation support, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. Winsong, whoever designed Winsong, I don't know what they had in mind. They just said, bro, just throw crit conversion
Child of science.
and damage, I don't know, infinite cards, whatever you want. Just like, because like they put way too much on her, bro. Like now, Winsong became a character that people use in the roguelike to make every character broken. Like, how many videos have you seen of, oh, infinite card of this character, infinite card of that character? Like, that's what Winsong is now. Is people just, like, in the roguelike, they're just like, oh, just put any characters of Winsong, and like, they'll just do a million casts of their card. Yeah.
The bones will tell.
Yeah, bro. Crit, and extra crit. Like, if you've never looked at her, like, so her old, so for one, she makes having characters with confusion not even necessary, because she automatically puts confusion on the boss and lowers the crit resist. And so then you can pair with Isolde. And so now that's why Tooth Fairy doesn't really want to go with her, because she puts a higher crit resist on the boss, and then Isolde has a higher crit defense. So Tooth Fairy doesn't go with her at all, really, right? Because you're gonna use Isolde. So that's one thing. Spies are in confusion. And then she converts crit rate and crit damage on her rehabilitation ability right here. and it's like, it's ridiculous. And then with her I3 entering battle, she gets extra 10% crit rate and crit damage. And with her measure, she can stack her crit rate and crit damage. And you get measure by, what was it? Every time an ally lands a critical hit with an incantation or inflicts confusion on an enemy, grant 1 stack of measures to yourself. So if you have a crit team, you land crit, then you can stack measure. And then what does measure do? It gives you 3% crit rate and crit damage. This goes up to a maximum of 15. So you're able to get 45% crit rate and 45% crit damage from a passive. Now, of course, it's not exactly easy to get this before you ult, but the fact that it's possible to get this, like, but it only lasts, of course, it only lasts 2 rounds, but, because this is a buff itself, but, like, it's just very, 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 very hard to get to this max. But it's the fact that, again, like I said, that you can get this. You're not going to get it, though, without, like, getting the, you're not really going to get it. It's just that they made it possible. But still, you could do, you could still get a crazy, you could still get a decent amount of stacks just passively, right? So for any, so every time an ally lands a crit, or you inflict confusion. So imagine if you used a character, like AoE characters that help out, or characters that do extra actions, or like, you know, like Joe, right? Like, you know, there's just other characters that you could get to have this happen, but it's still just a lot. Like, she just gives herself a lot of crit rate and crit damage.
What a time to
Confrontation, the bones will tell.
But but like the thing with Windsong though, where everyone looks at it, how practical is it to really use her in a lot of situations to play her the way that you see her? Like, I see more people playing Windsong in the most boring way possible in doing stuff than like just playing her normal, right? Like yes, I can get a crazy insane like score if I stack it all the way up to 30, but that's like the most boring way possible. I don't see a lot of people doing it just like normal, just playing her normally. But her damage is high, and yes, true, String Doll in Kino, she could easily be replaced by another character. Because at the end of the day, she's just a star DPS. Well, it's not, well, she doesn't severely lack at short battles because you can get her ult very quickly. With the new tuning, you can get her ult very, very quickly. It's not hard.
What a time to be like it.
Because remember, the new tuning creates 2 cards for you, and you spam your own cards. You can merge her cards very quickly and get her ult and have like 6 cards if you do it properly. You can get 6 of her cards very quick. The new tuning was, they had no reason to put that new tuning out. Charlie feels Copian. Charlie.
Eliminate target. Barrage.
Yes, String Doll. She wants a target that can, like, she wants targets that can keep the burn so that way she can absorb it to keep the counts. If you kill everything too quickly, then the burn doesn't stack as high, and she can't observe the burn as quick to get to her finale status the way that she wants, especially if you keep her at P0. Charlie P5 hits hard. For a 5-star, she's very good. That's all I'll say.
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
But also, she's like some of the other 5 stars where like she doesn't do like she does damage, but like
It is here. I can hear it.
you really want to have like higher level cards for her, and so
Confirmed.
you're wanting to merge her cards to really get that good incantation damage. And I think she just really like I think Charlie just really wants great teammates, more or less, that she's like really amazing. And so then like to still be using Charlie now, I feel like it's because you're using cracked supports versus Charlie being amazing now. But remember, I'm in like CN where there's crazy characters. There's just no reason in CN why I would use Charlie if I have these other characters, which is fair to say. Like when I think of a, because like even in 2.0, the next star DPS they release, like they're probably gonna be a crazy character. Hopefully they're reality, but yeah.
I, Robot, child of science.
But base damage on Charlie is okay to me. I just like crit. I don't know. I like crit on Charlie.
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns
Crit's
about its
just
changes.
really good.
The light that illuminates.
Yo, Goody Buzz, thank you for the follow.
Did you?
Loading. Charging.
Time to pull out
Music
the
will speak.
expensive stuff.
Barrage.
Is Charlie's ult OP? I thought it was kind of mid, because like she doesn't even have a, like my thing with Charlie is like I don't even have a psych cube I like to use on her.
Faraday's miracle.
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Like I feel like
Circuit
Confrontation
function
with
loading.
the music will speak.
I, Robot, child of science.
I feel like she needs another psych cube.
The Bagua drowned on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
Yeah, I thought her incantation was her main damage. Like, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Eliminate target.
Careful.
I think it's just like her kit is a little redundant because like some of the best supports give, I mean the game is changing now, but like she gives herself a damage dealt buff that is easily replaced by any damage dealt buffer. Like, so her I3 gets wasted,
I can hear this here. I can
like, to me.
Do this.
Like, you know, like I guess I don't know. I guess it means you can have a little bit more flexibility since she gives herself 20% damage dealt. That you can focus on making her a crit buffer, pairing her up with Vila to have like higher incantations, like, and you can like focus her a different way. I could see that. Also, you could pair her with like, you could pair her with Kikanya. That way,
The Bagua drowned on the sign
Yeah,
brick
I mean, you
never
could
warns
do-
about its changes.
you could do Vila and Kikanya. And Kikanya could take a lot of the damage for her and harder content. And then Kikanya can give her the attack buff to give her a lot better attack, which can help out her base damage. And then Vila's Rusalka buff.
Proper loading.
Would give her that.
Robot, child of science.
And then you also got the power burst. got Power Burst and the Song of Passion buff, which could be huge. It could help out Charlie.
You must see your true self.
Wait, you started this game 5 days ago. We got 2 copies of Joe, then you got Tooth Fairy. Should I keep pulling since I got another guaranteed Joe? That'd be P2. A guaranteed Joe copy. Buzz, do you like the character? Do you like her? 2.3. It's another 120,000 extra damage. Yeah, how many pulls have you put in so far? Because, like, you'd have to put in... You did 83 pulls and got her twice? Dang. You got her and Tooth Fairy? Yeah, she does a lot of damage. That's crazy. I don't know. Because if you're free to play, I would say stop. But if you do a little bit of spending, I'd say do it. But like, I'm also like all in for going for the risk. Yeah, because you're asking to do another 70 pulls potentially. Because yeah, like Streamdoll says, Streamdoll got you there because Streamdoll had to make that decision too. Streamdoll was like, I could go for more Joe pulls or I could get another character. Like, which would satisfy you more? Getting a different character or getting more pulls on her? We're looking good. All right, guys. I have to go because I have a big day. I got stuff I got to do. But we P5 Lucy today. My review of her portraits for those who are gonna go and pull on her portraits. Okay, this is the Lucky Lux portrait review on Lucy. Right, since we went 1-to-1. All right, so first upgrade, which is giving you a big boost to your follow-up. It's a decent increase. It allows your follow-ups to do more once they are upgraded, right? No, I'm not gonna record this. I was gonna record, but I was like, nah. So it's gonna upgrade the advanced follow-up attack. It's nice, especially if you can get the advancement. It's not as crazy, especially if you can't match getting the advancement. But once you get that, your follow-ups are going to start doing a lot more. Now, this doesn't necessarily help you in a lot of single target content, but anything that has in any general content, and if you're able to get P1, it's nice. It's decent. P2 is going to be the biggest quality of life and also a pretty decent little bonus. Because you're getting your leadership up to 20%. So she's going to have a total of 50% extra damage when she's in her ult. And she'll be able to have her ult for 3 rounds. I think of anything, P2 is the most... if you're thinking about copies, P2 is the stop for most people. This is going to be the stop for you because having the buff for 2 turns is a little short, but 3 turns helps it out, especially once it's advanced. You get the extra moxie whenever using the abilities. So you get a better rotation of being able to stay in Lucy's ult a lot better. Because remember, you do get extra moxie with your abilities once you advance this ult. Now, this is where I stop. P3, not a crazy upgrade. You're going from 20% extra attack to 30%, not a big upgrade at all. You do get data iteration quicker, so you can upgrade your abilities a lot more, a lot easier, but I wouldn't even think about this. Like, if you're doing pulls and you're like, yo, and you're trying to get to this P4, but you might get stuck in this P3, don't risk it. Just do P2 on the character. Now, if you're a whale and you're wanting to go all the way, P4 is your big money, like 37 follow-up. Like, this is a huge amount of damage on the follow-up. You're able to get up to 4 follow-ups a turn, and your follow-up damage goes up a huge amount. And then P5 gives you 48% attack, and then you get more dynamo, which gives you stronger abilities most times. So that's all whale territory. But again, P0 is amazing. I use P0 to beat all this content. But if you're just like, well, I want this crazy character, just stop on P2. Don't go any further. Like, it's either P0, P2, or P5. Because if you go for P4, you might as well go for P5. Like, come on. So, P0, P2, P5. That is what you're doing. Is the P5 Lucy in the top 3 in my profile? Yeah. Yeah. I got my profile is gonna be looking different once they do the change, but yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. So anyways, guys, I gotta go. Make sure to join my Discord if you have more questions. Because I see some of y'all are talking. You can join the Discord. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you later. Y'all have a good rest of